the unveiling and presentation of the Wyandotte Police Department 27th District Court 2015 Biddle is now recognized as
Oh, look at this.
Joseph R. Peterson Justice Building.
There we go.
Very nice.
Hey, nice job. Very nice.
National Justice Building. You're all the first people to be up there. I'd like to start out by acknowledging a few people that helped and supported this process. It's very lengthy. The Police and Fire Commissioners, John Harris, Doug Melzer, Bob Heck, I know they're in the audience. 27th District Court Judge Elizabeth DeSanto and her staff for their support and their help in getting things prepared today. The City Council members who voted in support of this dedication. All the members of the Wyandotte Police Department for their support preparing for this day. City Administrator Todd Drysdale for his approval. And if you guys know Todd, you have to capture his attention within the first 2 minutes when you're trying to explain something to him. And he was able to do that, and he finalized his statement by saying, "Get it done, send me the bill." Special thanks to Julie Slowski, the executive assistant to the mayor, for her guidance through this process. She got us going in the right direction because we weren't unfamiliar territory for a lot of us. Natalie Rankin, Special Projects Coordinator for the city. Natalie was instrumental in the design and the placement of the letters and the Peterson building, the lettering on the front there. It looks awesome. It actually accents the current letters that are on the front brick, if you notice. So it looks like it's always been part of the building. It looks beautiful. She came out here last Wednesday when the letters were first installed, got up on a ladder, blacked out all the lettering so nobody could take a picture and sneak a pic to the mayor. We wanted him to be surprised about this. Also, Chef Ziad, he's here, and he's prepared the light refreshments upstairs, so we know they're going to be delicious, and we'll enjoy those after this brief ceremony. I'd like to give some accomplishments of the mayor for his service to the city and to the residents of the community. He served our country in the United States Army. He was deployed in Vietnam, and he was honorably discharged as an E5 sergeant. He was hired by the Wyandotte Police Department in 1979 as a police officer. He worked as an undercover narcotics officer. He was assigned to the Special Operations Division within the Wyandotte Police Department in 1983. Also assigned to the State Police Downriver Narcotics Organization drug unit from 1986 to 1992. From there, he was assigned to an outside agency, the Drug Enforcement Administration, as a task force agent. The Detroit Division, he served with them from 1992 to 1996. Joe Peterson was one of the first task force agents permitted to leave the country to travel to South America. Normally that was a job assignment for actual sworn federal agents, but the mayor, as a task force agent assigned from the Wyandotte Police Department, was permitted to fly there and work with other agents as part of an investigation and operation where he negotiated with drug dealers the purchase of Colombian pure cocaine. During his time in the DEA, he made over 700 undercover contacts. One investigation, he was able to avert the murder of 3 individuals who were targeted for assassination by drug dealers. Through his innovation and tactics, he identified cartel leaders in Colombia, smugglers here in the U.S., wholesale distributors which led to their conviction for delivery of multiple kilos of cocaine and heroin. He did all this while serving as a police officer for Wyandotte. He wasn't a special agent assigned, or a special agent with the DEA or that guy. He was a Wyandotte police officer. And he did it because he loves the city and this police department. Some of his awards and citations: he was awarded 3 meritorious citations, 3 department commendations, multiple community service awards, multiple letters of compliment from the department. In 1994, he was awarded the Michigan Association of Chiefs of Police Medal of Honor, and that is not something they hand out to anybody. In 1994, also, he was awarded the Fraternal Order of Police Peace Officer of the Year. 1995, he was awarded the Wyandotte Police Department Distinguished Service Medal. And being here 29 years that I have, I've only known 3 officers to receive that award, and Mayor Peterson was one of them. He was promoted to Detective Sergeant in 1995, from then to Police Commander in 2000, and he retired from the department in 2004. But his role in the city did not end there. He went on to continue as a state probation officer with the 27th District Court. Was elected to City Council in 2005, where he achieved enough votes to serve as the Mayor Pro Tem. And he was elected mayor in 2009, and he serves in that capacity until today. Not your ending today. He coached the Our Lady Mark Carmel hockey team for 8 years. He coached the Wyandotte Roosevelt hockey team for 10 years with Mike Quinn, and together they led the Roosevelt Bears to winning the state championship in 2011. He was also a baseball coach for the American Legion youth baseball team. His groups and affiliations he's been members of and is current members of, and there's probably many more, but these are the ones I was able to find. Our Lady Mark Carmel Ushers Club, Our Lady Mark Carmel Holy Game Society, Veteran of Foreign Wars Post 1136 life member, American Legion Post 217, Fraternal Order of Police Lodge 111 here in Wyandotte is a life member, Wyandotte Rotary Club past president, Vietnam Veterans of America, Disabled Veterans of America life member, Polish Legions of American Veterans Post 74, PRCU Society 162, he's a trustee, Wyandotte Roosevelt High School Scholarship Board, Wyandotte Salvation Army board member, Wayne Metro Community Action Agency board member, Downriver Community Conference board member, and Wayne County Transit Authority board member. Those are the ones I could just find. I'm sure there's more on there. So keeping this dedication a secret from there was not an easy task. The idea and process of the building dedication has been going on actually for several months. There was only a few people that were in the loop because we didn't want the mayor to find out about this. We wanted to keep this a surprise. But knowing the mayor, we know that he has that cop in him. There's not much that goes on in this city without him knowing about it or finding out about it. And that's before you have a chance to tell him. He's a trained interrogator and interviewer, so keeping this from him was extremely difficult. So once the process started, I've had dozens of conversations with the mayor, either by phone or in person, and I consider myself a pretty composed person. Not to really go off indicators that I'm hiding something, but every conversation I had with them after that, I was extremely nervous. I'm talking to a guy that negotiated drug deals with Colombian cartel members. I can see myself folding at any minute. He would hit me with a question, and I'm going to use my impression of the mayor. Brian, what's going on with this building business I'm hearing about? I can see myself at that time going, I'm telling you, I did. So it never happened, but it was always in the back of my head. So the mayor wasn't informed of this building dedication until the last moment. It was just before Julie Sadowski sent out the email to the city council informing them of it appearing on the council agenda. Now we all know that the mayor is never at a loss for words, but when he was told about this building being dedicated to him, the phone went dead silent. I actually got a little nervous for a second because he wasn't responding to the question. So for future reference, department heads especially, if you want to get the mayor to stop talking, tell you're going to dedicate. Seriously, it was a very emotional conversation, one that I'll never forget. Mayor, there is no one else more deserving to have their name in this building but you. 26 years as a police officer, you'll have 16 years as an elected official, and almost 12 years as mayor. You're a dedicated coach, family man, and having nothing but the true interest of this city in your heart and in your decisions. We here at the police department cannot be more proud from this day forward when people ask where we work. And we can say, I work at the Wyandotte Police Department. It's located at 2015 Biddle, and it's the Peterson building. So, Mayor, thank you very much. We're so happy we could do this for you, and thank you. Court Judge Elizabeth Santo, if you would.
Good afternoon. The police department had the mayor for almost 30 years. The court had it for about a third of that. So my words will be about a third of the length of mine. Thank you all for joining us to celebrate Joseph R. Peterson, our mayor, police officer, probation officer. That's just a few titles among many others. Joe worked as a part-time probation officer at the court here for about 10 years. For those of you that are unfamiliar with what a probation officer does, probation officer oversees defendants that are sentenced to probation in lieu of jail. That means if somebody violates their probation, the probation officer has to bring that person before the court and propose different sanctions, which could include jail. Joe did that for about 10 years with the 27th District Court. Well, I've known Joe for a long time. I consider him a good friend. I do not have the privilege or opportunity to work with Joe in that capacity, in my capacity as judge during his time with the court, so I had to do some digging. So here's what I learned. I learned that the mayor would take his lunch at the end of the day so he could leave early, but still eat his lunch during the day. I learned Natalie Shaw was his typist. I learned that Joe would not write anything in the file, but could tell you every darn thing about every person on that file. He was also the court's link to the police department and city hall. I also learned he was fun to work with, and the probation department was like a mini party every day, except for poor Natalie doing all the typing. There are a few things that I already knew, however, about our mayor. As a probation officer, as he is in person, he was very relatable and a very personable person to any individual that he had to speak with during his time as a probation officer. He is extremely down to earth and cares deeply for our military and our veterans, as well as the citizens of the city of Wyandotte. He is a man of his word. He has dedicated his life to serving, protecting, and assisting in administering justice. As such, the naming and dedication of this building as the Joseph R. Peterson Justice Building is extremely fitting. Thank you, Mayor, for your support of myself and the 27th District Court, and for this building, the Joseph R. Peterson Justice Building.
So, Mr. Mayor, now's your time. Folks, if you can find a chair.
Hard to believe I did that without working with Sergeant Fitzpatrick at my side. He was out there trying to hide. Probably one of the best things the police department did is they brought ice. Look at the eyes light up. ICE is getting ready to retire too. I just want to start off by saying, there's so many people here to thank. I'd be remiss not to say just thank you to all of you, because I wouldn't want to leave anybody out, and I want to make sure that all of you know how much I appreciate this, how much it means to me, my family. And most of all, I want you to know is that probably wouldn't be here if it wasn't for my wife.
Yay, Janet.
Back in the old days of Rouge, I might be locked up in that jail. But she kept me on the straight and narrow. I love this city. I come here when I come back from Vietnam. I said to my wife, we're gonna move to Wyandotte. And I found a home.
I said that.
That's why it's always safe to be the mayor and work 27, 30 hours a day, so you don't have to go home and listen to this. So, it's not about what you've done. Because I read many things, and I appreciate the chief and the judge and all the police officers in this department, all the council people, everybody. It's not about what you've done. It's not, it isn't that. It's what you give up. If you didn't give anything up, then you just did what you were paid for. But if you went the extra and you gave some up, something that meant something, and this city meant so much to me, is that I never worked 40 hours. I can remember having 4 phones in my bedroom, and they were undercover from New York, South America, Panama, and Detroit. And each one of them had a buzzer on it. If I would speak English, the translator would speak Spanish for me. So sometimes I wish that I had that on Monday nights. But this police department is my life. It's been my life. I beat that in the Army, and I never wavered when it comes to the police department. I never wavered at all when it comes to pick the chiefs like Brian Zaleski. I knew Brian for a long time. Brian, before he was chief and a deputy chief and all that, Brian was the motorcycle cop. I never seen a guy who kept getting up on a motorcycle. He just kept getting up. He was 6 feet, 4? 6? Jeez. He's growing as we talk. But I just want to say how much a pleasure it is to work in a city where the people love the people, and people are friends, and you're only a stranger here in this city but once. Because we're family, we always have been, we take care of each other. My 2 granddaughters, I'm really proud. Come up here, come and see Papa. They're the only ones that listen. This will give them something that'll bring tears to my eyes, because I know when I'm gone, that'll still be there. And you know what? When I'm gone, don't be surprised if I haunt this place, see me walking around. Because I don't think I could ever leave here. And when I got ready to leave DEA, they offered me a job. Wasn't that crazy? I said, I'm going back to Wyandotte. But this is probably one of the best moments of my life. I'm usually not shy, but I'm nervous. First time I can say that I've ever been nervous. I kicked in many doors, faced many guys that I know that would kill me in a heartbeat. Never was nervous, but sitting here and knowing what sits out there for the rest of my life, and hopefully my granddaughters, I just want to say thank you to the citizens of Wyandotte. I want to say how much I love you. I want to say I have a 1.5 years to go and I'm turned out, and that will be it for me. It'll be time for me to stay home with my wife. So she really appreciates you guys doing this. I want to thank Brian Gillespie and the Deputy Chief and all the other police officers and everybody involved. And I have a special friend who should be on here somewhere here, Judge Randy Combeck is one of the most specialist friends. I mean, dear friend for years. We worked there. Me, him, and Gordon Medlars. The first 2 hours we shouldn't even got paid. We had a great time. The only thing bad is one guy wanted Michigan, the other guy wanted Ohio State. I was neutral, I didn't care. But it was fun watching the 2 of them. I worked for some great people. I worked for one of the guys that I owe a lot to, and so does the city, is Todd Drysdale. Todd is very instrumental in not saying no too much on Brian. No. Especially when we gang up on him now, you know. And he's getting a little older too, so he's getting a little more senile. So. But Mr. Drysdale, I want to thank you personally because you've done a lot for me. You've done a lot for Brian. You supported everything that we've asked and come in front of you, and you found the money to do so. And it was okay if engineering didn't get the other money they needed. But I just want to say thank you again. And I never dreamed this. And Brian's right. When he called me up, well, first Julie, where's she at? She's supposed to be on my back. You know? And Julie said the chief wants you to call him. I said, he never asked me to call him. So what's up? I figured something was definitely wrong. And when he called me up and told me, I was shocked. I was shocked. And last night, believe it or not, I didn't sleep because I just didn't understand. You know, and I just didn't understand it. This was even going to be possible in my lifetime. You know, so I want to thank all the citizens. I want to thank all the employees. Right now, I just want to thank everybody. I don't even want to be mean. I have two boys. Who are they at? Joe and Matt. And two sons. Matt, Joe, yeah. I'm proud of them, and I'm proud of, and hopefully they're proud of me. And I'll tell you something, one of my dearest friends, Joe Daly, I always said the city wouldn't be the same without a guy named like Joe Daly. And Joe Daly loves the city probably just as much as anybody, and we love when it comes tax time. One of the guys I do want to introduce is Inspector Jim Preston. He was retired police commissioner when I hired him. Jim's back here. Jim, you with him?
My pleasure to be associated with hiring you, Joe.
Thank you. Jim was the police commissioner then, and at that time, when I hired him, they told me I was an 1/8 inch too small. They can't say that now. But I just went to the bathroom, hit myself in the head, come back and remeasure. You know, and it's been my life dream. Not many people get to live their life dream, but I got to live mine. And not only that, now, Chief Brian Zaleski, Deputy Chief Archie Hamilton, Wynot Police Department, city employees, the judge, they made it all possible that it shows if you're really good and you give to somebody, it'll come back at the end. But this is toward the end for me. And I just want to say this is one of the best days of my life. God bless Wyandotte. God bless all of you for coming. And thank you so much for everything that you've done today and taking the time out of a busy day to come. It means the world to me. And I just want to tell you that I love the city and I love you. Thank you.
Mayor, Amy Squithers here. Good to see you. Mayor, I doubt that when your term is up, it'll be the end. We'll actually hear from you, I'm sure. For quite a while after that. And if you do get a little antsy at home, we'll always have an office here. We can get you in and shuffle some paper around on your desk.
Yeah, you'll do it.
Yeah.
You're always
welcome. Not for the we'll have to ask Todd Drysdale. He said no. Folks, thank you all for coming. This was a great event for us, a great dedication, and a lot of people here that love the mayor, and a lot of good friends to show their appreciation to him. So thank you all for coming. This concludes the dedication, but we have some light refreshments upstairs. If you'd like to stick around and join us. But again, thank you all for coming.